really not the one I wanted to use. All right, so anyway, let's talk about Temu for a minute. And again, I'm not peddling them or anyway, but they're definitely an interesting place. And with the prices being as cheap as they are, especially for somebody like myself that like to dabble a lot, they have a lot of things for everybody. I don't know. My wife bought a pair of their sneakers. That's how I found out about it. You know, she looks and she says, for $2.50, let me try them. So she bought a pair, $2.50, pink. And they came in, and I said, you know, $2.50. I go, oh. And we were talking about another site that doesn't take PayPal. Temu takes PayPal, Temu rather. And anyway, we were bullshitting. So I said, well, how do they feel? She says, they feel like a Walmart shoe, you know. So they're not good, they're not bad, you know. Okay, do you want to wear them all day? Who knows? Do you want to wear them out in the mud? Yeah, fine. You know, put them on for a couple hours, it's fine. And she said, but they feel like a Walmart shoe. I said, well, you know, that's probably what it is. Everybody says, oh, they feel bad, you know, buying from China and supporting China. But when you buy something here in the U.S., do you really think it's made here in the U.S.? It may even have a U.S. flag on it saying USA. But that doesn't mean that it's made here. Sometimes they bring it in from China, but because they're selling it here, they can put down, as long as you don't put down made, and you assume, because it's got the USA flag with USA, it's made here. But it's just shipped here, and they're shipping it to you. So, you know. But most of the time, the shit's coming from China. So, yeah, okay, the middleman, you're kind of cutting them out. But, you know, when they start getting greedy, you know, come on. Now, for instance, Tractor Supply. For those of you who may have been in Tractor Supply, and you got those, you know, guppy tables, I call them. You know, when you walk in, they got all these little, you know, anywhere from $1.99 to $15.99, you know, crap tables. I went in there one day and I seen little pencil-like butane torches. They were about the size of a large type school pencil. And I said, oh, and I think they were $9. So I bought two. Came home, charged them up. They work like shit. You know, and, you know, they leaked. I fill it, it would work, but overnight it was empty. You know, it was one of those things. Well, I wasn't going to drive back up there then, so by the time I decided to go up there and do some shopping, I forgot about them. And it went on and on and on, and I ended up saying, they're not going to take them back now. John had left, you know, which was the manager, which was a good guy, and he understood, you know. And at that point, I forgot about them, and I ended up destroying them. I got the parts here. I figured I'd use it for something. But they sell this exact same one on Temu. I think it was 99 cents. Now, if they're selling it to the public for 99 cents and still making a few pennies on it, even if they were selling them to Tractor Supply for 99 cents and they're selling them for $9.99, they're making $9 on this thing by going so-called direct. You know, if I see something that says that it's made here, you know, then I think about it, you know, and, you know, all right, you know, maybe $1 or $2 more depending on the item. Could be a lot more depending on the item. However, it's made here. Now, is it made here or is it assembled here? And the parts that are in it are made where? You know, so if that means they're buying the parts from all over China, you know, and things, and they're assembling this thing here, well, you know, so there's a lot of play on words. So meanwhile, I'm just going to save where I can save, and that's all there is to it, because it really doesn't matter at this point. All right, that's done. That solder gun worked out okay. I think I'll just leave it out. I'm not going to leave it here, but I'm not going to hang it back up over there. I had it over there with the rope cutter. All right, so this is done. Now, I'm probably going to not rewire, but redirect the wires so that this, well, actually I could probably put it right there like that. It doesn't have to be where it was. Down back, hiding behind everything, and it doesn't have to be up here. I can just put it right there. Yeah. Let it rest on the bottom there. Yeah, it'll rest right up against that. I think that'll be just the spot for it. Okay, so now this, let's see if we can get this in place. And what, I cut this wire off, and I cut it on that angle because I just got to find the match to that angle, which is not a big deal, just finding it. It'll be easy enough once I find an empty wire. I know I got a couple of them around here someplace. I'm going to put this back in, so let me get something to put this back in. I want to kind of get this shit together. So let's plug these two in. Now these are the ones that are identical on the motors. And the opposite sides are identical. So there was nothing there to tell you what motor you were plugging in. And on the motors, it would make a difference to me, because if you think you're going to turn left and you hit it and it goes right, we got a problem. So, you know, and this is a lot of weight with a lot of power going behind it, a lot of torque. It'll knock a child over. So that was kind of stupid. This is one of the stupid mistakes these people make. So what I did was I painted blue and blue. So the blue, red to red. This here way, nobody can make a mistake if they look. Everything should fit the way it's supposed to fit. If they can see, blue to blue, red to red. Okay, so that takes care of that. Let me get a screwdriver and I think I got a couple of small-headed self-tappers that I used on that. Now, if I didn't already have them out over here, I'll just grab another couple of them. I know so what's long and thin? Cover with skin. Nobody knows how many holes have been in. God only knows how many holes have been in. Okay, all you little piglets. Let's think about this. How about a snake? Oh, it is that screw. Did I use that screw? See, this one's showing a contractor screw. Let's do something here. I'm not totally comfortable with a contractor screw, but let's do something on this one. I like that one better. I wonder if we can make this one fit. Let's see. see here now. Come on, there you go. Alright, now let's back it up here. Yeah, that might like. Where's the other one? Here it is. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You guys aren't seeing any of this, are you? I got you way over here. See? Okay. Now, where can I put you? Where? Oh, where? My little one. My little one. This would be a good spot for you, right about there, I'm thinking. Let's shut you off for a second. Hold on. One is, I got coffee. Yeah, had to have my coffee. Let's get this solder iron out of the way. Now, let's leave it there just in case. Let me take off this, whatever you want to call it, shirt. Okay. Okay. Now, I'm thinking about, if I have time, instead of just having this hooked on with a clamp, meaning I'm talking about this here, I was thinking about braiding it on, so it'll look a little bit more professional. What I mean is something like this. Now, I did this about 15, 20 years ago, but I think that looks a little bit more professional than rather just having a hook up here or a hog clamp or something. But I got to think about it. Depends on time and things like that. I don't want to get to the point with this thing to where I just want to get it done and I start cutting corners, you know. And if I start adding, I'm going to start going through it, rushing through it quicker, and that's what I don't want to do. So that's where I stand on my thought pattern so far. Now let's get this thing back up, and we're going to do something with that because I'm tired of it falling down. They just got it Velcroed in there. How can you, how, why? How can you do that? That's really, you got Velcro on things that this thing gets bounced around quite a bit. And you're using Velcro to hold something on. And it's not even that it's flat. This isn't too bad, because what goes on there has got a little bit of weight to it, and it sits flat, because this is usually this way. This over here is sitting this way on the side of it with a little piece of Velcro there, and if you hit a bump, it keeps falling off. And that is a receiver. I don't know if you can see that or not. There's a white wire right here, and then it's connected to this little box. This is an antenna. They had that just hanging down in here. Now, was that from the company, or did it happen to just fall down in there? This thing should be as high as possible, but yet maintaining safety. So there's no reason why this couldn't be in the top part of it. You still have enough room and enough wire to take it off, the top part, if you have to. All right. Now this is going to drive me cuckoo. Let's throw you over there. All right, so now this, I got to get that done. Let me get some, hold on, let me get some. I got this at that place, Timu. It's clear, double-sided tape, but it's also kind of elastic a little bit. You know, it's kind of like workable. I think this was $1.99 for the roll. I've been using this a lot, and it holds. However, up here, I'm going to use it, but I'm going to add a little spray adhesive to it just to make sure. Let me get this piece off. There we go. Let's save this piece because I can adhesive that onto something else if I need to use it. Let's take this piece, which should be the opposite of that side. I would think anyway. Not necessarily true, but that's... it isn't. Okay. Why take it and make it right? Okay. Alright, now, I don't want to spray this because the sprayer nozzles on these, regardless of how clean you keep them, never want to work right. Adjustment on it. What I'm making is a spray movement. Alright, sip of coffee. Can I do that there? Maybe? I don't know. Alright, so we have that doing its thing. Yay. We have this out of the way. We have the fuse box in place. We have a fuse. I gotta find a place to put this. But for now, let's find everything else here. I want to take, let me get some tape. I want to tape that up. See, the other thing too is, they really haven't got a big budget for this. They really haven't got a whole lot of money out there. So you don't want to take whatever monies they've given you and try to make it work and then have it fail down the line someplace. You follow me? Because that means they just wasted money. Now, the government's used to wasting money, but let's try not to waste money. Especially with the auxiliary. The only reason why I really joined them is, there was a couple reasons. One is if you have a boat and you do 3 patrols, regardless if it's a large lake or whatever, if you're a member and your boat has been inspected and used as a facility, meaning you can go out and make a patrol, you know, you can scan the waters a little bit, you know. In Connecticut, if you do 3 patrols, you'll get a free registration on your boat that year. Now, in our case, that was quite a bit of money. So it definitely helped out a lot. But the other thing is, the auxiliary doesn't make any money. It's all volunteer. And most of them do a lot of work for nothing. Because, I mean, they joined, a lot of them, because they want to help. You know, and that's like with me. You know, I wanted to help. You know, the little bonuses that you get here and there are nice.